Hello, welcome to practice. My name is Kathleen. We're about to begin a Vinyasa class. It's a little chilly here in WA today, so I'm going to keep my top on, but if you want to, if you're warm wherever you're practicing, get into something comfortable. We can always take layers off as we begin to warm up. So we'll begin in child's pose. So just moving towards the back of the mat, toes together. Taking the knees as wide as you wish. So taking our time to set up into a really comfortable, restorative child's pose. You can bend the elbows as much as we need. Just begin to soften the head and the heart down. Just take a few moments to settle here, to slow down, to become really present, really sensitive. You may notice that the breath very naturally begins to smooth out and deepen. We can tune into that soothing sound of the breath as we feel the body. As we exhale, letting the breath out, take with it any tightness, any holding, any tension. Just start to soften and unlock the back of the neck and the shoulders. Just softening the spine down, sinking hips to heels. Take a moment to notice how you feel as you step onto the mat to practice today. No matter how that looks, how that presents, just showing up here fully, showing up here authentically, knowing that this is just the beginning. As we begin to move and warm, we can build a practice for ourselves that serves. Whether that practice looks maybe a little more restful today, a little more passive. If we're raring to go, if there's energy that needs shifting and moving and using, get deep into your flow. Just making this class our very own. Make sure we rest when we're tired. Always feel free to adjust and modify the poses. Never forcing the pose onto the body, just allowing our body to enter into the posture. We'll take a huge collective breath in. Nice big releasing breath out. As we inhale, we're going to lift the whole body. Bring the heels with you, squeeze them in towards the bottom. As we exhale, get really heavy around hips and pelvis. The next breath in draws the shoulders back, stretches through the front of the body. And then as we exhale, just one smooth movement to sit us back into child's pose. So we inhale, lift heels, really active through hamstrings and glutes. As we exhale, everything sinks and softens. Take this next breath in, open the belly, spread the collarbones. And then exhaling, pushing back into the earth, sinking hips down. A few more just like that. Inhale up. Exhale, heavy pelvis. Inhale, strength through back body. Follow the breath out, re-lengthen the spine, soften all the way back down. Just two more. Last round here. Exhale, sink back, keep the head and the heart lifted, little rock right to left. Just to warm and lengthen through the sides of the body. Good, rocking over the hips, into the lumbar spine. And then we lift up into tabletop position. We tuck all 10 toes under. Take a nice big breath in as we lift the knees up. Exhaling, gliding the hips back into our first downward facing dog. Pedal it out, bend the knees. Use this time when we land in our poses just to play and adjust. We spread the hands, plant the palms down, get strong through the base. See if you can reach the hips back, find a little tilt through the pelvis. Beautiful and light and long through the spine. And then as you settle into the stillness of the pose, breathe deeply. Really saturate the whole body with fresh breath. And then as you exhale, we discover spaces just to soften into. One more like that. Clearing out. Bring the gaze forward. Little baby steps will walk us towards the top of the mat. With the feet landing under the hips, we're going to push hands to shins, halfway lift here. As we exhale, wrap hands to calves, fold forward. Now in this Uttanasana, we're going to add in a little bit of a rotation through the body because we're going to add this into our flow as well. Link your fingers into the lower back. As we halfway lift again, press the knuckles away, lift the heart up. We're going to bend into the left knee, roll right shoulder open, take the gaze up, and then as we exhale, recenter the chest, switch through the legs, bend the right knee, roll left shoulder open. Come back through center, exhale, fold down. Release the hands, rest the shoulders. Little nod, little shake through the head. And then bending into both knees, tuck the chin. We very slowly begin to roll up. Rolling shoulders back and down. Release the neck. Roll out through wrists and ankles. Just awaken all the joints, stretch the muscles, all the connective tissue, just let it open like a huge big yawn for the whole inside of the body. Especially if we're cold, the body quite often restricts and contracts. So free it up now, get the blood moving. We're about to begin our sun salutations. Starting in Tadasana, lifting the heart up. We inhale, reach arms over. As we exhale, soften into the knees a little. Again, we clasp behind the back. We're going to push the knuckles down, roll the shoulders back. And then on the exhale, hinge from the hips, bow all the way over. We halfway lift here. As we breathe out, bend left knee, rolling the body to right side. Come back through center. Exhale, take the gaze up, gentle twist. Come through center. Exhale, release the hands, forward fold. Halfway lifting. Hands land, step back to high push-up position. Now we're going to warm the body further. Really nice, strong core work here. We're going to circle, or push the heels back first. Circle them to the left. All the way down right hand side, and then reverse that circle. Rolling the heels all the way around, come back to center, brace the belly. If you wish, soften the knees down, or we're lowering, bending through elbows. Point the toes away, roll shoulders back, baby cobra. Maybe upward facing dog if body feels ready. And then exhaling back to downward facing dog. So that is going to be our sun salutations with that extra little bit through upper body. Inhale together. Exhale, release. Step or float forward. Halfway lift. Folding down. Inhale, push through the feet. Circle arms up overhead. Soften the knees, link the hands behind you. Push knuckles down. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Reach arms over. Halfway lift. Bend left knee, drop left shoulder, turn the body around. back to center. Exhale, rotating through center line. Exhale, release the hands down, drop the head. Halfway lift. High to low push up. So brace the belly, guide the body down. Choosing your heart opener, baby cobra or upward dog. Exhaling back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. Nice big breath out. Step or float forward. One more round through. Lift the heart. Exhale down. Push through the feet, sweeping arms overhead. Circle the arms down, linking the fingers. Knuckles push down, heart lifts high. Exhale as we fold the whole way over. Halfway lift. Rotation to right hand side. Realign. Changing sides. Come back through center, half lift. Release hands, forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana or high to low push up. We open the heart up, roll shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just land here, pedal it out. Find your breath, soften through the back of the neck, definitely a little warmer now we've got moving. Let's inhale, lift right heel high. Stepping all the way through, nice long runner's lunge. Right arm reaches. Gentle twist here, once again, opening the body. Tucking that left rib under, reaching and looking to right hand. One huge breath. We're going to gaze down, float the right hand down and then step back foot to meet the front. Keep the hips low. We're going to reach arms overhead, drop down into the legs, Utkatasana, and then rebound high. Hands come to heart. Pause here for a moment, maybe roll the shoulders out. Left knee lifts, balance here. And then stepping back, high lunge position. We're going to move right hand down to the thigh. Left arm reaches skyward. Beautiful big long stretch through left side of the body. Take an inhale. On the exhale, wind the back arm open, drop back heel. Warrior two. We straighten the right leg. Reach forward into Trikonasana. Right hand down to the shin, maybe bring it a little higher up onto the knee. But left arm's reaching from the shoulder. I like to push the back of that bottom hand into the shin, just to aid the body in rotating all the way around. Holding strong through lower body. Reaching through the crown of the head, huge breath. As you exhale, drop your gaze down to the bottom thumb. We're slowly going to reverse Trikonasana. Hold the legs steady. Back hand lands to back thigh. We reach up and over. Keeping your gaze on that thumb as we open right side. Brace the belly, float all the way up. Circle down, Vinyasa flow. Your way. Remember, the knees can drop down if we need a little bit more support. Baby cobra if you prefer, over up dog. Even using the knees back to downward facing dog. Let's move through left side. Inhale, lift the heel up. Stepping through, nice long runner's lunge. Right hand down this time, left arm reaches to the sky. Turning the body open so we tuck. Right ribs under, we roll left ribs skyward. Stand really strong through the legs. Reach the crown forward, one more breath. Gaze down, left hand follows, step back foot to meet the front. Hips stay low. Utkatasana, reaching. Squeezing knees together, drop into a really tight coil through lower body. Only so we can rebound up to standing. Hands to heart. Circle the shoulders, catch your breath. Right knee lifts. Standing steady here, brace the belly. We lightly step back. Nice high lunge here. Left hand down this time. Right arm reaches. Come right up onto the back toes, so we're powering up that back leg. Lifting the gaze up. Fill with breath. Turn open, warrior two. Drop back, heel down. Steady. We straighten left leg. Trikonasana to transition, reaching forward. Left hand down, shin. Maybe we grab a block here even. Choose how low your bottom hand lands. Reach through the top hand. We want to encourage the spine to shoot out of the pelvis, nice and straight. So if we find that we're arching, come up out of it a little. Almost wanting to be flattening against the wall or window next to us. Take a huge breath. Gaze softens down. Find your gaze landing on that bottom thumb. And then very slowly we reverse Trikonasana. Letting that thumb guide us all the way up, all the way over. We float back up. Soften left knee, circle down. Vinyasa flow. Inhale, rise. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Now we're going to take that little sequence again. This time putting it to flow, so no holding. Really fluid, really continuous in our breath and our movement. Let's inhale, lift right heel high. Stepping through, nice long lunge. Inhale, reach. Gentle twist. Exhale, hand lands, we step forward. Utkatasana, inhale. Drop all the way down, squeeze into the core, rebound up. Hands to heart. Inhale, left knee lifts. Lightly we step back, runner's lunge. Left arm reaches. Warrior two to open. Trikonasana, straighten right leg, reach forward, wind down. One big breath to turn open. One breath out to gaze down. Catch your thumb. Inhale, reach all the way up, all the way over, and then circling down, right foot back. Your vinyasa flow. Any modifications, any pathway back to downward facing dog. Left hand side, left heel lifts. Stepping through, nice long runner's lunge. Gentle twist, left arm reaches. Hand floats down, we step forward. Utkatasana. Rebound, reach, maybe a little back bend at the very top. Hands to heart. Right knee rises. This time we step back. Left hand down. Ooh, bit of balance work there. Right arm to the sky. Open out, warrior two. Straighten front leg. Reach forward, winding down. Huge inhale, open the top hand up. As we exhale, gaze softens down. Reverse Trikonasana. Backhand landing, top arm reaching behind us. Core floats the body back up. We circle down. One of our final vinyasa flows. Mindful movement, feel every transition. Try not to skip the work. Modify where you need to. Good, settle here, land here. Slow your breath. We're going to bend both knees. You might like to jump or float into Malasana. Simply step forward if you prefer. Feet nice and wide, toes turned out. We use the upper arm bones to hold knees wide, and then draw the hands back towards the chest. Just sit here for a moment, collect your breath, let everything resettle. And I'm super tight around hips and pelvis, so movement naturally feels better for my body than the holding, just rolling around the hip joints, really soothing. Kind of dips us in and out of the intensity of holding hip openers without running from them, without getting out completely. Good, and then just allow the elbows to close in so the hips can drop down. Going to reach the arms forward, let the feet land in front of us. And rolling down, making our way onto our back, using core strength just to guide the whole body into a supine position. We're going to take some really nice deep breaths. Now there's no compression on the belly. Slide the heels up. Just letting the heart rate come back down. I'm going to draw the left knee in towards the chest. Just allow the outer ankle to land onto the thigh. From here, we're going to drop the lower body over to right hand side into a gentle twist. But brace the belly, roll back to center. On the exhale, tap the foot back down. Inhale back up. And then on this last one, third tap, let the foot land. We're going to grab a hold of the left ankle with the right hand, slide it up the thigh. Keeping the knee lifted, draw the left side of the pelvis back down. You may even drop your gaze towards left-hand side. Getting a really nice stretch and opening around the outer hip. Gentle rotation through the back. Good, releasing the ankle, brace the belly once again, roll back through the center line. Unhooking the foot, we'll change sides. Right knee in, outer ankle to left thigh this time. So we're just going to slowly rotate lower body over to left side, tap the foot down, brace the belly, roll back through center. 2 more times with control. Again, slow, mindful movement. We should be able to pause anywhere along that pathway from center down towards the ground. Let the foot land on that third round. Draw the ankle back in towards the hip crease. Keeping the knee lifted, reopen from the hip, from the right hip up to the shoulder, roll back to right hand side. Good, releasing the ankle, roll back through center line, unhook the foot, let both feet land. Now you might like to slide your hands underneath the back of the sacrum. Maybe you have a bolster nearby or a pillow. Even better if you have a wall. We're just going to do legs up the wall for a few moments here. Just put both butt cheeks right against the wall, swing the legs up. Just spending a couple of moments here, draining the lower limbs of fluid, of swelling, any inflammation. See if you can soften through the front of the hips. Maybe you can swallow to release and relax the throat and the neck, but we turn the palms up, gently rolling the shoulders open. Turning the palms up, open to receive the many benefits that inverting the body has on the systems within us. And then we just allow the wisdom of this posture to take over. So a wall or a door, any space where you can elevate the legs up. Good. Even if you don't have the prop to rest the ankles onto, just hover them. Stack ankles over knees, over hips. Just inviting gravity in. I always feel that this restorative inversion at the end of class is the most perfect bridge into Shavasana. Just begins that relaxation response, soothing the nervous system. And then as you feel ready, just bending at the knees, allowing the feet to transition back onto the mat. Stay longer if you wish. You can spend Shavasana with the legs elevated if that feels really nice for you today. Just extend the legs long, reach the arms overhead, reopen through the belly, across the chest, over the front of the pelvis. And then as the arms come back down, we set up for Shavasana. Make sure you're nice and warm, that you're extra comfortable, grabbing eye pillows. Just so even the eyes, even though they're closed, can just stop processing any light filtering through the eyelids. Roll the joints open, so unlock around ankles, knees, hips. Relax the belly muscles, feel the weight of the spine and the bones dropping down in towards the support of the earth. All the tiny muscles around the mouth, around the eyes, that run up over the forehead, down the back of the scalp, can soften and melt down. And with our palms turned skyward, we offer ourselves to this moment. We begin absorbing all the benefits of every posture we've just completed. Nothing to do, there's nothing to add, nothing to fix or change in this very moment. Give yourselves permission to be. Encourage you to stay here and rest for as long as time permits for you today. Just feeling supported, feeling held, cared for. Take your time to roll over when you feel ready and either rejoin your day or settle into a beautiful, restful sleep. Thank you for joining me for practice. Namaste.